How far would you be willing to go to get out of the shadow of somebody else? To make a name for yourself? To truly become your own person? How far are you willing to go? Because I know how far Loki's willing to go. That's right, today I'm finally finishing the Hulk vs. movie. And we're gonna get to talk about Hulk vs. Thor, which is, oddly enough, my favorite of the two movies. But first, before we get into it, and I just want to say thank you for all the support I've seen throughout my videos, especially recently. And if you might have noticed, the footage at the start of the episode is probably going to be a different color than what the movie looks like, and it'll probably be like that for the rest of the video. Unfortunately, YouTube really doesn't like it when I use these clips from the movies, so if you'd love to see the unedited footage, it's over on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. For $1 a month, you see the videos early, and you'll get to see them unedited. So that's my spiel. Let's get into the video for real. How long would you wait? How long would you plot in order to get your revenge on this person who's kept you in the dark for so long? How far would you be willing to go to get what you want? Because for Loki, he's willing to do just about anything to get what he wants. He's spent his entire life being compared to Thor and being in Thor's shadow. And so today, he's ready to step out of Thor's shadow by taking advantage of the Hulk. So Loki hatched his plot. He kidnapped Bruce Banner from Earth and decided to separate him from the Hulk. Using Amora the Enchantress's magic, he plans to take over the body of the Hulk and use it in his war against Asgard, against Odin, and most importantly, against Thor. So Loki does what he does best. He separates the Hulk from Bruce Banner and links his mind straight into the Hulk's, ready to take over, take his revenge, and finally get the respect he's deserved. He's finally ready to step out of that shadow. And of course, the first thing he does is attack Thor's closest friends, who are all wary from a previous battle. But Loki wasn't prepared for this power. He wasn't prepared for what comes with controlling the Hulk.
Power is incredible!
Take care, Loki. My spell bonds you to the creature, and while you are master to it, I can feel him fighting you.
You see, Loki never really learned nor understood what it was like to have these powers and to use them responsibly. Thor was the one who was banished by Odin to Earth to learn humility, to learn strength. But Loki, he never had to learn these lessons. So when he does get this power, he just uses it and abuses it. Loki's actions become far more erratic, far more monstrous. He's just trying to cause as much havoc as possible, because that's all he wants. He's so consumed by his notion of being in the shadows that he wants to unleash all of his issues upon everyone else, especially Thor. He never believed himself to be equal to Thor in any manner, always believing himself to be inferior. And this truly is, in his mind, his only way to get back. Not by becoming more successful, not by doing something with all the power he has, but just by hurting the person who isn't responsible for his pain. And this slowly starts to drive a wedge between the only thing he has. And in Loki's hubris, he tries to lift Mjolnir. He tries to beat Thor with his own weapon. And this would prove to be his undoing. In his attempt to try and one-up Thor with his own weapon, he loses everything, and the Hulk goes buck wild, completely untethered from Loki, And this was the final straw for even the closest people around him.
Truly, this is the best of both worlds. I need not control the beast to enjoy its wrath. Goodbye, brother.
This is not what I wanted.
Amora had never truly wanted to hurt Thor, or to even hurt anybody. She had just wanted to care for and love Loki, and so she followed him like a dog everywhere, doing his bidding, seeking his approval every day, constantly. But eventually, she grew tired of it. Loki had pushed her so far away that she was willing to go help Loki's sworn enemy. He was so consumed by his own want and his own need to be out of a shadow that he failed to take a step back and look at what he had around him, the people he had. Even if it was just one person, he had somebody that cared for him, and he threw her away, all in the pursuit of hurting somebody else. And now he gets to pay for it by having to help Thor save all of Asgard.
You have brought a new Ragnarok down upon us all!
Possible.
And so Loki and Thor set forth to make a deal with the literal devil, Hela. Bruce had died due to his separation to the Hulk. He had been killed simply because he needed his tether to the Hulk to live. And so he had gotten to go to Valhalla and live happily with his family. The one thing he had always wanted, he finally got. He was happy. But now he has to be pulled back into the real world, because he needs to give the ultimate sacrifice to bond himself back with the Hulk to save all of Asgard. And that's where Loki and Bruce differ. Bruce was more than willing to give up his own paradise in order to save others. Bruce was given his paradise, finally his peace. But even he was able to take a step back, to look around, and to decide to give up what he had dreamed of most, because it meant helping others. And that is what makes a hero.
Betty? Betty? Where are you?
The world of the living has need of you.
Who are you? What do you want with me?
Not I.
So, that's all it took. One gesture from another man, willing to give it all up. Both showed Asgard, and hopefully showed Loki what it means to take a step back and to look around at more than just yourself. But unfortunately for Loki, it's a bit too late to learn any lessons. He's sealed his fate. So with Asgard safe, and all of the threats diminished, the people get to celebrate, and to finally have peace. So if you've watched this video, and you take anything from it, take a step back, look at what you have, and be thankful for it. Every day is a gift, and you get to choose what you do with it. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day.